I've been using Luminar Neo now for over 4 years, if you can believe it. Today I thought I'd make a video showing and answering if this is still worth it today in 2026. Short answer, absolutely. It is literally better than ever. The endless updates of this program, the new features, are just fantastic. It is a no-brainer if you ask me, and today I'm going to sell it to you. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video. I'm doing this because I've used this thing for literally hundreds of hours, and I think it's just a fantastic option. And this is probably my favorite photo editor, not because it's an all-in-one stop shop for basic all the way to professional editing, where you can do everything from edits, presets, upscaling, panorama stitching, and everything in between. No, my favorite thing about this software is that you only have to pay for it once. That's right, guys. In a world of constant subscription being nickel and dime every day, these guys have still said you can buy it once and own it forever. And I absolutely love that. That's probably my favorite thing about this software. If you're an Adobe user and you use Photoshop and Lightroom, it's just gotten out of control. The cost of it, it's like doubled in a short time. It's not slowing down. It's just ridiculous. I'm trying to get rid of all the subscriptions I absolutely do not need. And this program, if you're especially a beginner to intermediate, and honestly, even a professional, this is a no-brainer, guys. In fact, right now, look in the description for a link to download your copy right now with a huge discount. And if you don't like it, guess what? You get your money back in 30 days. It's a no-brainer. Check it out. I promise you, you're gonna love this program. And today we're gonna dive in and show you just how versatile, how fun, how creative, and how good Luminar Neo has gotten over these 4 years. So here we are diving into the program, guys. If you've never seen Luminar before, the ease of use and the layout of this program is what makes it so beautiful, so simple and yet so capable. And if you're just somebody who wants to dive in, just getting into photography, your basic edits like develop that you'd see just in Lightroom, your exposure, your highlights and shadows are just right there, easily accessible. You can make all those adjustments. If you're not super confident with your editing yet, good news, guys, they have presets available too. There's a ton to choose from. They come with some, and you can actually buy more if you want specific ones, or you can even make your own. As I go through these, I want to mention that if you've used presets before, sometimes they just don't work out. And looking through these ones, every single one of them absolutely hits. And I think this is because of the AI nature of this program. This is just a raw file, basically underexposed, and looking for a baseline to edit your photos. Look how good these look. Sometimes it just doesn't work, but I think what they've done here is just kind of incorporated the image that you're showing them with the algorithms of AI to give you just some fantastic results right out of the gate. Even the presets, you don't even have to literally do any editing. You could click one button and be done and have a really great usable image. So if you haven't been a big fan of presets in the past, I would urge you to reconsider here in Luminar Neo because they're just fantastic. Now, maybe you want to do some basic or full in-depth edits yourself here. You can do that in the Essentials tab. Again, in Develop, you can do things like contrast, highlights, and shadows. Let's check out what AI can do with just a few sliders. Enhance AI here is just a great way to get a really good baseline. Here's our raw image, absolutely no edits. If we move that Accent AI slider up, check that out. It looks fantastic, and it's basically doing what it thinks is going to be the best thing for your image. And at this point with AI, I think it's doing a really, really good job. But there's also lots of other AI tools that we can use here. We can jump into Enhance AI. And if you're ever confused about what these things actually do, you can just click on the help icon there, and it's gonna show you what it's doing in real time. You can decide how much of that you really want to happen. There it is at 100%. And I never really recommend doing anything to 100%. I think it looks pretty darn good. There's a bit of a color cast here from the blue from the sky and whatnot, but you can bring that down, and then let's kind of leave it there. And now with two sliders, let's look at the before and the after. Now that's what, like 2 seconds of edits, and now that's not too bad, especially if you don't have a ton of photo editing experience. Again, you can use the slider and just see before and after. And then we can get into the nitty-gritty and do all the cool and really customizable things. And I wasn't kidding when I said this is an all-in-one photo editor. You've got your essentials like your Develop tab and just basic enhancements. And then if you specifically shoot things like landscape, you want to get super creative or dive into portraits, you've got some awesome tools right at your fingertips. They've even got professional tools here, and with the help of AI at this point, they're actually useful. They actually do a good job. So we've reached that point where I can confidently say that AI behind the scenes is doing actually really, really good work. Some of the stuff that myself and professionals are really looking for. Diving into a portrait example here, we're going to show you some really cool tools, as well as some things that are going to expand right into other aspects of photography as well. Let's look at something called Crop AI here. Now, if we want to just crop the image and go from there, we can do that. But there's something called Composition AI, which is pretty cool. When we click on that, it's going to give us a composition that it thinks is going to be best for this image. Now, it doesn't always nail it because composition's kind of a really personal thing, but I think it does a really good job at a lot of the time, especially when it comes to landscapes. If you're just kind of stuck and you're looking for that perfect composition, it can be a really great way to get out of your own head. In this case, I'm just going to crop right in because we're going to kind of focus on a bit more of a portrait editing style here, get rid of some of that unused space. So there we go. So now that we've got our crop, let's dive into some of our edits. We can go into develop and just do some minor adjustments, but let's again just kind of go into our enhance AI and let it do the kind of heavy lifting to see what it thinks. So that's going to just balance it out, bring out some of the colors a little bit for me. But let's go down to the portrait settings here. And this is where the magic happens, especially when it comes to portrait editing. So we've got studio light, we've got bokeh AI, which is really nice. If you don't have a nice fast lens, you can just basically add it in post. So the need for really expensive gear is really not necessary in a lot of cases, especially if you're getting started out. You can get some really great results. So let's look at the face here and all the things available to us. The face here needs to be brightened up for me for a little bit, so we can go in and light the face just like that. And it does it in a really nice, natural way. It doesn't do it really harshly like it used to do in some of the updates. It's really nice and refined now. But we can add things like iris flare and start to really bring out some of the features. We can enlarge the eyes if we want, which is kind of a crazy thing, maybe more for Instagram or something. Not a huge fan of that. Enhance the eyes and whatnot. You can just really see the catch light and stuff come in. We can get rid of red eye. And check this one out. Check out the dark circles removal here. Look how good that is at removing dark circles. So I'll go before here again and just look at it after. It does it in a way that keeps it natural looking, and I really like that. You've got improved eyebrows here and make them just a little bit darker with some nice contrast, but then you can go in and do some skin retouching and whatnot. Things that would have taken, a long time before, we can just smooth the face. And we've already got some really nice skin on this model here, but we can smooth the body, smooth the face. And another thing that works really well, especially if you're in the studio, is this shine removal. There's not a ton of shine here, but let's see what happens when we bring it up here. Now, this is really nice because if you did overexpose any highlights from lights or whatnot in the studio, it's going to do an incredible job of bringing back those details. There's also a blemish removal slider, which is really nice. Again, this is a pretty clean skin, but it does do a really nice job at just cleaning up and just making it more uniform. So let's have a look at the before and the after. So pretty darn good if you ask me, for just a few sliders, and then from there you can go in and kind of make it your own. Still keeping that detail, and if it's too much, you can always go back and just adjust that slider. That's the beautiful thing about this. Nothing is permanent, and you can go back and make those changes in real time. And if you go to a specific thing, like here we're in our skin settings, you can just go ahead and see what it looked like before and after just the skin. So as you can see, in just a few seconds, we can get some really nice results, or just kind of a baseline if that's what you're looking for. There's also some really nice creative tools here in the creative tab. We can go in and we can do things like make it mystical. This is kind of more of a princess theme, so it's gonna really soften everything and make it look, well, mystical. So there's those tools available at your fingertips as well. And again, let's check out the before and the after. In just a few sliders, for me, that is just fantastic. Moving on to a landscape example here. Let's see what we can do with a pretty cool foreground and a not so great background here. Pretty bland sky. Let's dive in here to enhance AI once again. See if we can make it bring out some of those details in our shadows here, and that does a pretty good job. A little bit more saturation, I'd say. And let's cruise down to our landscape tab and look at Sky AI. Now, yes, this is fantastic for doing one-click sky swaps, and it does it incredibly well. The masking is just fantastic. So we can literally pick any any sky, and this program, if you just saw, it's gonna even relight the scene for you. You can take full control of that if you want the foreground or the background and adjust how it's going to relight, which is really cool. Just basically getting the mood you want of the image by one click and it masking it perfectly. It's gonna just do a fantastic job in that regard. What do you guys think about this sky swap tool? Again, we can go in and make all of our adjustments, mask refinements, scene relighting, even reflections. It's gonna literally put the reflection of water from your new sky into your image, which is just incredible. Now, if you just want to get creative and have fun, this is such a great program to be able to do that. If you look at the creative tab, it's just got some really cool and ever expanding tools like neon and glow here. You can just literally pick a color and just start to kind of paint in what could be just a really cool and creative kind of aspect to this. If you don't know what you really want to do, well, just get creative, pick a tool and kind of go for it. And it's just stuff like this that makes this program just really fun to use. And the beautiful thing is, if you don't have a lot of experience, if you just picked up a camera yesterday, they make it so easy for you to jump in and just experience and have fun and make it really easy to learn. There's also a ton of videos and tutorials that they provide, as well as endless videos on YouTube like this one that have tutorials and lessons. So if you're looking for something specific, I guarantee you it's out there and easily accessible. So there you have it, guys. There's my thoughts on Luminar Neo after 4 years. Still going strong, still one-time payment, and it's done. Lots of options for upgrades and cool new features and whatnot, but I just absolutely love this software. I could completely recommend it to you. They're really good people. They're responsive if you ever need help. There's tutorials. It goes on and on and on. If you did enjoy this video, guys, and it helped you out, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And again, make sure you download it, try it out for yourself. You get 30 days risk-free and use my discount code for a big discount in the description. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and like always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and take some more pictures. See you next time.